All right, now I promised you the greatest close that I would leave with you as the end of this. Okay? This is my Godfather close. Anybody see the movie The Godfather? Raise your hand. Okay, what was his close? Do you remember? What's that? Right, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. What was the offer, by the way? Exactly right. You see, Luca Brasi would show up, and either your brains or your signature would be on that contract. That's the Godfather close. Very effective, by the way. No, we're not going to do it that way. All right, so my way's a lot nicer. This is what you do. You go to summation just like a lawyer. Dr. Smith, it was really nice meeting you. I certainly enjoyed learning about you and your cancer treatment center and what you require from your radiation oncology software treatment planning. And when you said to me that the single most important focus for you was spending more time with your patients, and the fact that when you evaluated our software, you were able to trial it on a few patients, that you were able to reduce your planning time by 4 hours per day. My question is this: what are you going to do with that time? Okay, he says, well, I'm going to do my planning. So now I'm going to say, great. And so, and that's why, and here's my make sense close now. It's called the make sense close. That's why it makes sense to me, right? It makes sense to me that we move forward and implement the software throughout the institution. What do you think? So here's the language pattern. Surmise, use their words, their thoughts, their feelings, their motivators, everything that they've shared with you. Then you say, because you did your evaluation stage, it makes sense to me, because it has to, because you're being true, you're not bullshitting them, and you're saying, what do you think? Why is that such a great close? Correct. Well, two things. Number one is, am I asking for the order? No. Remember, I hate to ask for the order? Still do. I didn't ask for it. What did I ask for? Specifically what I asked for. Here's the close. It makes sense to me. What do you think? What do you think? What am I asking for? Their opinion, their thought, how they feel. So now I'm not asking. It takes all the pressure off asking for the order. And what it does is now I'm just asking them for their feelings, their thoughts. And now, if I've done the job that I typically do, and typically you'll do if you take this for real, and that your solution does make sense, they're going to say, yes, it makes sense, move forward. What happens if I don't make sense? They're going to say, that doesn't make sense. And I'm going to say, okay, what did I miss? Okay, and then we isolate it to a condition and objection. That's a whole other class. But the bottom line is structurally, if you get past the reticular activating system, now you know that. You have the construct of how to use the phone to get an appointment where they self-select into your process. You strategically ask questions, which I will give you, and you be prepared. You write down those answers. You use the make sense close. I guarantee your closing percent, just from 1 hour, goes up 10 to 15% without mastering any of this stuff, just by those simple takeaways after an hour.